So a lot of people are talking about BioWare's upcoming Mass Effect game. Now, Mass Effect 5 is still a long times away. I don't think we're going to be seeing it anytime soon. You might get a trailer on N7 Day at the end of 2025 in November, but I really don't think we're going to be seeing Mass Effect 5 for a little while now. But that doesn't stop people from talking about it, and that damn sure is not going to stop people from leaking information about it. Now, we have an apparent rumor that comes to us from not only just Fandom Pulse, but I believe Reddit as well, where people are leaking information. Someone's leaking information regarding Mass Effect 5, and it doesn't look too good. But keep in mind, this is all a rumor, but apparently, according to the leak, BioWare's current Mass Effect 5 build features a pronoun selection in the character creator.
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets.
Yeesh.
I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
That's what she said.
God help us all.
Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like pronoun selector at this point is probably going to be the basic bitch, feature in pretty much all of these games moving forward. I really don't see any of them not having a pronoun selector unless, if they have a character creator. If they don't have a character creator, then that's something different. But in terms of character creator RPGs, I think that all of these activists have pretty much made it a basic thing to do because they know it's going to piss off the chuds. And that's what they want to do. They want to piss off chuds instead of selling video games. So let's get into this article from Fandom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says a new rumor alleges that BioWare's current build for Mass Effect 5 features pronoun selection. This rumor comes from Reddit user Reddit API Blackout24, who shared it to the Kotaku in Action subreddit. It has since been removed from the subreddit by the moderators, and I'm really not surprised. If you're going to leak something, don't go to Reddit, okay? And I don't know if this person will ever see my video, but please do not go to Reddit. Just go to your favorite YouTuber who you trust and leak the information to them, because if you go to Reddit, it's just going to get suppressed, it's going to get deleted, and they're going to do everything they possibly can to try to protect the industry. That's what they do over there. Nevertheless, the user shared, "We got all hands on deck meeting last week. Devs were asked to delay features, art, and content that may be deemed woke or political and defer them to future patches. As QAs, we were tasked to report if we audit or detect anything that might resemble them so they can be fixed. The company wants to launch the game as clean as possible and introduce woke stuff silently through patches." He concluded, "I fear this might be industry-wide. They wouldn't be issuing this so early otherwise, so tread carefully, that's all." Now, keep in mind, boys, this is what I've been saying for the longest time. They are going to try to do it silently now. It's not that they want to stop. You're insane if you think these people are just going to stop because they were told to stop. Let's be real. These activists, hell no, they're not going to stop. But what they're going to do is they're going to try to bait and switch you. They've already started doing it now, where they have certain video games that start off okay, and then all of a sudden they're patching in fucking nonsense. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to be doing from now on. And Mass Effect will probably be that same exact game. So they're going to release the game as good and clean as possible. And then after a while, you're going to get patches, you're going to get updates, you're going to get DLC with all the nonsense. Before you know it, Commander Shepard, if they even use Shepard, will have trans scars on him. That's the issue that we're going to be having here. And it's so damn pathetic at the end of the day. It really is. The fact that they're even going to try to hide it. Again, it's all rumors, but I could see them doing this. Then it says that the leaker then shared that the word woke was never used, but instead used inclusive content. Yeah, why would they ever use the word woke? Come on. These activists are not going to use the word woke because woke has a bad connotation now, right? Maybe back in the day they would use woke. They would use hashtag stay woke, way back, a couple of years ago. But still, they're not going to use the word woke now. Hell no. They're going to use inclusive, inclusivity. That's what they're going to use. The leaker also claimed that the current build has a pronoun selection, and that's the one that people are really looking at here. Current build has a pronoun selection. Is that really shocking, though, to the people who are watching this video? I really want to know, because to me, that's not shocking at all. Mass Effect 5 having a pronoun selection after Dragon Age Veilguard literally had an entire character whose identity was being trans and their entire story arc was their gender identity? No way. You know what I mean? Of course it's going to have pronouns in it. Of course this shit's going to be in the game. This is why when we were having a conversation on SNH about Mass Effect, and people were asking whether or not we think the game's going to be affected by the former Dragon Age the Veilguard team, of course it is, man. Of course. Why would we think any different? It's all hands on deck, and some of those hands that are on the deck have worked on Dragon Age the Veilguard, so it's not shocking. As for how they will inject their propaganda, he details some of it will have to do with decals and skins featuring the LGBTQ flags, of course. We also have decals and skins based on flags, but they will be given alt names like Bubblegum Patch, Trans Flag, the Leaker Row. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Of course, they're trying to do everything to try to shy away from the names that people are utilizing in videos right now on YouTube, but I hope that gamers are smarter than that, and I'm sure that my audience is much smarter than that, where just because you might name something Bubblegum Patch doesn't mean it's not a fucking trans flag. You know what I mean? Like, we're not stupid. So I hope that people out there will understand and realize that they're going to try to subvert you any way that they possibly can, because the ideology must be shown. This is their religion. This is their cult. There's no way that they're not going to do it. If you're going into Mass Effect expecting nothing in there, I hope that you're ready to be disappointed. Then it says that this rumor comes on the back of one from YouTuber Endymion at the end of September. He said at the time, according to my sources, and this was one of the most damning allegations, so please listen, is that the game industry across plenty of studios will start to market their games as being devoid of identity politics and pandering almost completely. He added, however, the actual content within these games in the future will not be altered or lessened in terms of identity political content, despite the tonal change in marketing. Simply put, many studios and publishers are still all in on DEI and wokeness in the future. Like, they are not changing that. And they still want you to consume this content whether you want to or not. But they will now sell you the games by marketing them to trick you into thinking that they're not woke, basically. And then you will buy it, and then sometime into these future experiences, all the wokeness, I guess, will reveal itself, and then you will probably be too far into these games to refund them, and then the studios and publishers will make their money, and Endymion reiterated. Now, I've been talking about this strategy for a long time, months already, where the bait and switch was going to be coming. It already is. It's here, right? The bait and switch is here. We see it all the time, and they're going to keep doing it more and more and more because they know it's dirty practices, but they know. They know what the refund policy is on Steam. They know what the refund policy is for most, retailers, and they're going to, let's just say they're going to sell their content to you around that policy. So that's why, if you look at Dragon Age the Veilguard, most of the shit that happens a little bit too early, right? The trans ideology decision happens 1 hour into the game. That's not exactly a very smart move, which is why they had so many refunds, because people were able to see, like, oh, wow, this is actually what people are saying it is. Let me refund it quickly. I only have an hour into this game. Let me hurry up. If they would have waited till about 3 hours, 4 hours, or whatever, then it would have been something completely different. But unfortunately for them, the character creator pretty much shows where their ideology stands, whether or not you play the game or not. So for Dragon Age the Veilguard, it was just too much, way too heavy-handed, and that's what happens. You end up getting a game that sells 1/10 of what their previous games sold. It's pathetic. But when it comes to future games, let it be known, they will learn. They will get smarter. It's not that they're going to stop doing woke stuff. They're absolutely going to do it. They can't stop. It's their religion. They can't stop. It's impossible. But they will absolutely do it. They're just going to get smarter, and they're going to pretend like they're not doing it just so they could bait and switch you and trick you into buying the game. And once you buy the game, you play it long enough, and now you're stuck with it, and you can't refund it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.